Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. The Shawshank Redemption. Do or do not, there is no try. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are, it is our choices. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Batman Begins. Great men are not born great, they grow great. The Godfather. To Infinity and Beyond. Toy Story. Life is not the amount of breaths you take, it's the moments that take your breath away. Hitch. Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. The Lion King. Every man dies, not every man really lives. Braveheart. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. The Wolf of Wall Street. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. Batman Begins. You cannot live your life to please others. The choice must be yours. Alice in Wonderland. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne's World. There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. You got a dream, you got to protect it. The Pursuit of Happiness. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Sometimes it is the people who no one imagines anything of, who do the things that no one can imagine. The Imitation Game. After a while, you learn to ignore the names people call you and just trust who you are. Shrek. Keep Swimming, Finding Nemo. The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. Mulan. With great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man. Your focus determines your reality. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. V for Vendetta. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. 10 Things I Hate About You. There's no place like home. The Wizard of Oz. The world is not in your books and maps, it's out there. The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Happiness only real when shared. Into the Wild. You can't live your life for other people. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. The Notebook. Remember Red? Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. The Shawshank Redemption. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. Dead Poets Society. Why So Serious? The Dark Knight. You can't handle the truth. A Few Good Men. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Fight Club. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Gladiator. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the farther you get. Free Solo. Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Rocky Balboa. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. The help. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Forrest Gump. Happiness is real when shared, into the wild. Just because someone stumbles and loses their path, doesn't mean they can't be saved. X-Men Days of Future Past. Every man dies, not every man really lives. Braveheart. Even miracles take a little time. Cinderella. Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. The Greatest Showman. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith first. The trust part comes later. Man of Steel. If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. Ratatouille. There is no secret ingredient. It's just you. Kung Fu Panda. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Lilo and Stitch. After all, tomorrow is another day. Gone with the Wind. Ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Dirty Harry. The best love is the kind that awakens the soul and makes us reach for more. The Notebook. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Forrest Gump. I don't regret the things I've done, but those I did not do. Empire Records. Love means never having to say you're sorry. Love Story. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Moulin Rouge. We're all stories in the end. Doctor Who. A lion does not concern himself with the opinion of sheep. Game of Thrones. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. To defeat darkness, you must become the light. Harry Potter. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Teddy Roosevelt in The Pursuit of Happiness. The Force will be with you, always. Star Wars: A New Hope. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Soul Surfer. Don't just survive, live. The Revenant. Some people can't believe in themselves until someone else believes in them first. Good Will Hunting. You control your destiny. You don't need magic to do it. Brave. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. Frozen. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. A Cinderella Story. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. Pocahontas. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Gandhi. Happiness is the best revenge. Eat, Pray, Love.